split on financial support for Ukraine's war with Russia.
They will not tell you when they've achieved their goal. And this is going to go maybe billions more into the future.
Russia said once they take Ukraine, Poland and the Baltics are next. Those are NATO countries, and that puts America at war.
The debate on CNN in Des Moines, Iowa, where former President Trump did a town hall event on Fox.
We were so successful that the country was coming together. It was actually coming together and coming together well. It was a beautiful thing to see, and we're going to do that again.
Chris Christie suspends his campaign for the Republican nomination before the announcement talking about Haley.
She's going to get smoked, and you and I both know it. She's not up to this.
America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Live and local. Real talk starts now.
Let's see. It is past hump day, so it's so happy it's Thursday day.
The day before Friday.
Yeah, there you go. Good morning, I'm Rayford Brown.
I'm Kelly Knapp.
And I'm Lee Barrels.
And welcome to the currently weather problem area.
Yeah, for one
That's
day.
going to change for
1 day.
That'll change. But anyway, we'll be talking about that as we do today. Politics on the minds of everyone. My goodness gracious. Trump at a town hall last night type thing on Fox. Interesting.
Yes, it was.
You watched it, right?
A little bit of it.
I had on it. I turned it.
I watched more yesterday of the committee hearings on whether or not to charge Hunter with failure to appear before the.
And he showed up yesterday.
He showed up and he sat there. Let me tell
Really?
you what. You want to talk about disarray?
Oh my!
We've seen what the Board of Education meetings have been.
Uh-huh.
You should have watched this yesterday.
The hot mess.
They
I
were
was-
yelling at each other.
I
you
was
know?
tied up yesterday working, but anyway,
I was
yeah.
too.
See,
I heard about
if I give you 5 minutes to speak,
Uh-huh.
you can take up to 5 minutes to speak.
Mhm.
But then say Kelly wants to interrupt you,
Do it.
and you're yelling, "Hey, don't interrupt me! This is my 5 minutes." And Kelly says, "Point of order. Can I ask a question?" And you say, "No, this is my time." And it went back. It got so bad, they all had to stop and take a break. It was.
That's childish.
It
Come
was.
on
I'm
now.
like,
Yes.
These are the men and women that are leading
That's
our
junior high
country.
school stuff. Okay.
It is.
Give me a break.
And it was Republicans versus Democrats through the whole thing. And there was so much spewed.
I can imagine even the
wow.
Democrats not wanting to know more about Hunter's misdeeds.
I think they're afraid of what
The
that could
impact
lead
it's going
to.
to have on the
Yeah,
Democrat.
I think that's why. I mean, I don't know. It's just my speculation.
Well,
Well, he just kept looking like, what in the world am I doing here? He did appear, but they never asked him to testify. And like
well, that was.
Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Uh-huh.
now that woman right there is a
I think
hot
she's
rocket.
got a screw loose.
She-
She's something else.
When she got ready to speak for the second time, Hunter just got up and his whole entourage just left. And
Yeah,
she
there's
goes,
lawyers with him.
"That's right. You don't want to hear what I've got to say. Is it because I'm a woman?" And I was
No,
like,
it's because
"Good
you're nutty. Come on now.
It was crazy.
Yeah, well, his efforts made the whole mess look bad,
Yes.
which made him look less worse.
Yes.
Oh, I agree.
That's the
And maybe
problem.
that was the plan.
That was definitely the plan.
Yeah.
I mean, the lawyers, whoever advised him,
Geniuses,
took him
yeah.
there. They were the smartest men
Yep.
that
I agree.
money could buy.
Well, Raskin, he's Democrat. He's he's one of the lead there on the Democratic Party on the committee, and and he would just go off, and then you would have somebody else go off. Republican. It was a huge mess, and I'm thinking, these are our leaders.
Mhm.
They can't even get through a committee hearing. It was crazy.
All the way through.
Did they not have any advance notice he was coming?
No,
Okay, so
It
he
was a
just showed up out of the
surprise.
blue.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
he just walked in just
We-
like any other citizen could do.
I will have to say that on the Democratic side, some good points, because there have been various Republican leaders that have been subpoenaed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one of the Democratic committee members had a list, had all the paperwork, said, "I want to enter this one and this one and this one into record." They didn't appear. And I was like, oh,
And,
it got
and
nasty.
was there any move to indict them?
No, it got nasty.
See, that's the problem. If you do not do something,
How to do everybody.
you've got to do it the same way
Yeah.
every time.
Yes.
And if you want somebody to appear before you, and
Mhm.
I just can't, I cannot imagine not answering a jury summons. You know,
I would
to-
feel like I'd be
to-
arrested if I did.
You
I don't
will
know.
be.
That's what I thought.
they
one
will
of them
drag
made
you
the
down
point-
and pick you up and bring you to the courtroom
How
in front of the
embarrassing.
judge.
Well,
Yeah.
one of them
It
brought
has
up the
happened.
point. Yeah, this
Oh,
is not a
wow.
court of law. This is a hearing
It
in
doesn't
Congress.
matter.
But
it's
to
a
me,
sub-
I would
But
think.
wait a minute, wasn't a subpoena issued to testify?
Yes.
Yes.
If it's a subpoena,
I thought
then
a
you're
subpoena is a
supposed to be there.
subpoena. Yeah.
And if you're not there, they're supposed to go get you and
Yeah.
drag your butt to there.
This is what we've got running our country right
This
now,
is
and
sad.
A bunch
somebody
of
will do
wusses.
so-
That's all we
somebody
got.
will do something tomorrow. And we need to have a committee hearing. I'm like, oh God, how about do the work of the people?
Just said the marshals had to drag him to appear before Congress.
Look how many years and how much time they went after Hillary. Did anything get accomplished?
Nothing at all.
That's right.
Nothing.
That's right. I want you to work for me. I mean, I understand that there's going to be things that they have to look in, they have to deal with, but gosh, we've got a budget coming up that may end soon, you know. We've got this crazy election coming up, and we just
We
need
got
to focus.
$33 trillion in debt.
Yes.
Mhm.
We've got a
$33
border
trillion
problem.
that we owe China, basically.
Mhm.
True. True.
And a border problem and a
That's
drug
not a problem. That's a
reality. Yes.
That's a horrendous
mental
mess.
health problem in this nation.
Yep.
Kelly knows. She deals with people who are seeking help.
Still trying to get somebody inpatient.
and unfortunately, there are so many out there,
Mm-hmm.
particularly those who are elected, that do not seek help.
Yeah.
Right.
They
I
do need
agree.
help.
Yeah. That's
So,
yeah.
good.
Well, I watched a little bit of that crazy debate last night. I had to turn it. Like, I think we watched maybe 20 minutes, and I said, "We'll turn it. I can't do this."
Well, that
anymore."
like a brother and sister fighting
It
through
was
the whole thing.
If I hear, and y'all know I do not like Ron DeSantis at all,
Yes,
like
uh-huh.
not even remotely. But if I hear DeSantisLies.com one more time, I was like maybe last night and say, please pick another phrase, because every time she started it, and I like Nikki Haley, but every time she started a sentence with that, I just cringed. That was a childish thing. The moderators seemed to have I'm using the word slightly better handle last night on previous
they're,
debates.
They're both very
Yeah.
smart people.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
But it was still a mess. And I didn't watch Trump's town hall thing.
You didn't miss
Well,
it.
I don't like, I like
It was the
watching him
same
anyway.
stuff over
Yeah.
and over again.
I figured. So I was
The
like, I'm
Iowa
not going
town
to
Nothing
hall.
new.
I suspected as much. So, but that debate was just, it was name calling.
A
And
little
argu-
visitor
I know. I
already.
wonder where our little visitor was.
He indicated last night
Mm-hmm.
in the town hall meeting that he's already picked who his VP candidate will be.
Who? What? Who?
He won't tell you,
Oh,
but there's a list of them out there, including Chris Christie, who had bowed out of the race yesterday.
yeah, he did bow out.
So-
Every
yesterday.
time you say Chris Christie, I think of Krispy Kreme donuts.
I
Why?
just don't know.
What course is of them?
Yeah.
Just like,
But Chris
I need a
Christie has
donut.
been so anti-Trump. But I,
Then he supports Trump.
with certain things, yeah.
Haley,
hmm
remember when she was the governor of South Carolina,
Yeah.
was so opposed to Donald Trump,
hmm
but then he selected her,
For ambassador.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
to the UN.
True.
So,
Mhm.
I don't
I'd
think
like to see his list.
what let's list include South Carolina governor, is a female. I think everybody else on a possible list that was
Mhm.
speculation
I
is.
think Christy Nome was at
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
She's governor of South Carolina.
South
Dakota.
South Dakota, yes.
She's the one people tried to kidnap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there were some other things that came out about her since then, and I don't recall the specifics, but
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't either. But
oh,
you're right.
that's right. She was allegedly having a relationship with Corey
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all.
That's right.
Yeah. I knew there was something. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a tangled web this is.
It's
So-
just going to be a whole.
So Trump said he had a
he's
list.
he's already picked. The
Oh, he's
person.
already picked this person.
Yeah.
Well, we
I don't know if the person knows it or not.
We know it won't be Pence.
It won't be Pence.
No.
Well, I heard at one time that Mark Robinson was on that list.
He's got
I
his own
think
troubles
he's
here.
Yes,
he's
he's
one.
on problems right
You
now.
know, he's
I don't think he's
He's-
handled
he's-
things correctly.
he is 1077. No, 107. Just he's out.
Well, he'll win the Republican primary, but he's.
I don't know
yeah,
about that
I
anymore.
don't know
I
either.
don't know.
anymore.
Not unless the others running get out there and get fierce.
Well, that one guy's talking about throwing people under the jail
Oh, you talking about Bill Graham?
Yeah, who was that? Who that guy is?
I've
Yeah.
been watching
His
those commercials.
I laugh every time. Like, this guy's a hoot.
Yes.
I know, Rafe, you haven't seen those commercials?
Nope.
Oh my god, you need to see
Oh,
this
he
guy.
talks about taking a shovel out and burying
He's like,
people.
I'll bury
I'm
people.
just
I mean, it's like because I was like,
That's
wait,
a lot of work.
this
we
guy.
could take him for a boat ride.
Where's
There you
this
go.
guy from?
It's easy.
You can catch some fish on the
I
way.
have to. I have to
Well,
look him
yeah,
up.
I've never heard of him. Is he like a politician? Is he just some dude that says I'm going to run?
Let me look him up. I can't remember.
His
right now.
commercials are hilarious, entertaining.
I can't do it. You're licking my fingers.
What?
Talking
That's
about the
talking
dog.
to Shawty.
For those who are not watching on TV or
Oh,
on
sure.
Facebook,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're listening on radio,
She's got the dog in her lap
Shockwave has made his appearance.
early. Yeah,
He's
he
so
was
Yeah,
coming
he's,
here
he's up
yesterday.
and
Yeah.
about.
So
Early,
cute
really
this
early.
morning.
And he don't have his little jacket on either.
No, he actually took his sweater off yesterday
Oh,
by himself.
Oh,
I walked
he
in
did?
and there it was laying on the floor, and I said, "How did this happen? Why'd you take it off, throw it on the floor?" And Robbie said, "I didn't do that."
maybe helped him take it
And
off.
that was Robbie's speculation
Yeah.
because they were apparently running about and playing
Mhm.
earlier.
Oh, good.
So, nah, well, anyway. The website oddschecker.com lists Dome, the governor from South Dakota,
Mhm.
as the leading, it's likely the betting favorite.
Based on what?
I don't know how they do these things.
Yeah.
It's called oddschecker.com. I can do what
What do
oddschecker.us
they
here.
rate the person less likely to clash with Trump? I mean,
don't-
he's so difficult to work with. His own family struggled to work with him. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how would you want to work with him
Mhm.
knowing he doesn't listen because he doesn't.
No.
He does his own thing.
Mhm.
I just don't. I don't get it.
GOP Nancy Mace, South Dakota Republican Governor Kristi Noem, Trump's GOP opponent and former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley, and then there is Chris Christie.
I'm shocked at the Chris Christie. And kind of to a degree, Nikki Haley. Although I've heard that one before.
Mhm.
I don't know who that Mace lady is.
I don't know either.
Never heard
She's
of
a
her.
congresswoman.
Oh, I've never heard of her. Okay.
I don't even know where she's
And
from.
Kristi Noem, I mean, like I said,
Oh,
she was
we-
one of the ones they were going to kidnap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's Bill Graham's an attorney.
Oh, of course he is. Okay. That says a lot right there.
So outside of his law practice, he's a successful businessman who is deeply committed to North Carolina's economic growth, has a remarkable track record, sole venture capitalist, and multiple businesses at the forefront of transitioning our economy into the future. He's been a key player in the development of for-profit research companies located right here in North Carolina.
Where's he from, though?
Uh,
What county?
Rowan.
Rowan? Oh, wow.
Rowan.
Okay.
Depends on what part of the state you're from.
Yeah.
Rowan.
Ramaswamy is also on the list.
There's no way Trump would ever pick him. I don't. That list is in
Well,
right
that's
now.
odds checker. Is
Yeah,
what they're
because
saying.
Trump would never
Odds
pick that guy.
You know,
They'd fight it out in the Oval Office every day.
Yep.
I'd actually kind of pay to watch that, but there's no way I could never see those two getting along at all.
what about solitary confinement?
I think it's
I-
necessary in some situations.
I have mixed feelings about it. I think it can cause a lot of mental issues.
How about to save other people from harm and aggravation and whatever in an institution?
In an institution, I guess it would
I'm
depend.
not talking about mental. I'm talking about like a jail.
Once again, depending on the circumstances, or the length of time they're there, it can, I don't care where you are, it can still cause mental issues.
And the reason you're concerned about mental issues for somebody who's beating up other people or being a bully or whatever.
Well, I would
what?
think that, why are you not addressing the problem?
You're segregating them.
But by segregating them, that still leaving it untreated. You can still put other, like the people in charge at risk, people got to interact with them, can still put them at risk. If you've got issues already and you put somebody in solitary, it's going to compound the issues. Bottom line.
I guess it all depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather confine one to save 50
Yeah.
from that.
I mean, I believe, I understand
absolutely.
what you're saying.
Then
Yeah.
you just put them away. And the only thing you can do is put them in solitary to keep them away from everybody.
How long are you keeping them in there? Just the whole time?
Until I am convinced of their message.
The problem is, if you're dealing with somebody with a mental health issue to begin with, and this is just an if, they're not going to get the message
Mhm.
because they don't have the capacity to.
I'm still willing to sacrifice one to save 50.
Yeah.
All right. What's your reasoning?
What's the
behind it?
reasoning?
What?
Do you have a story?
You must have something. Do you?
Yeah.
You weren't just thinking about
3
this.
North Carolina teens and their parents are suing the Department of Public Safety and its leaders, accusing officials of using solitary confinement in the state's juvenile detention centers.
Well, I'm sure there's a reason for the confinement. What did they do?
Yeah.
Did it say?
The lawsuit was filed Monday by the Council for Children's Rights, and Charlotte attorney Robert Lindholm says youth held at the Cabarrus Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Concord, the C.A. Dillon Regional Juvenile Detention Center in Butner, and other facilities across the state are restricted to individual cells for more than 23 hours a day in violation of their constitutional rights.
A lot of it, I think,
This is very debatable.
but I also think too, what are the rules about that?
I don't know.
I want to say juvenile centers have like a set of rules.
Mhm.
So I guess it would depend on if they violated the rules of the facility
I would
or
think
by the
so,
state.
yes.
In an email, communications officer Matt Debnam said, in general, the North Carolina Department of Public Safety does not comment on pending litigation, and consistent with that policy contained within this lawsuit. Additionally, under state law, information contained within juvenile records is confidential and not considered to be public information.
That's true. That's 100%
So now,
true.
now you got a real problem.
Hmm.
How are they going to defend themselves?
Well, in a court of law, they can bring it up. It'll be like a it'll be like a closed courtroom kind of thing.
Mhm. North Carolina outlawed solitary for minors back in 2016.
What I
Did you
thought.
know that?
I did know. I wonder because
Followed a change in the federal prison system the
Yeah.
same year. State officials say restricting youth to their rooms does not constitute solitary confinement. Restricting youth to their rooms does not constitute solitary confinement.
Well, I guess it does though. If they're the only one in there,
I don't know that they're the only one in there.
yeah, that's true. If
Did
they're-
your parents ever make you go to your room and stay?
Actually, they didn't have to. I usually went to my room and stayed
mine did
and
not.
turned my
Maybe
radio on and
once.
started talking to people around the world.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's mainly how it worked in our household too.
Mhm.
Mom never said go to your room and stay. We would just go and stay.
So I don't know.
If, like I said, I had wondered because I'm on the JCPC. I had thought when a lot of the rules changed, they're going to have a real problem if they violated that rule.
It's not putting them in the tombs that we are familiar
No, I
with from
agree.
the-
It's
They're just
somewhere.
told you got to stay in your room. You can't be out here circulating with the general population.
Then it's going to be what defines solitary confinement.
Right.
That's what if it can't, because they're minors, if it comes down to that, it's just going to be a problem for that facility.
Mhm.
Actually, there's 3 different facilities.
At least
Uh-huh.
that they got
Yeah.
suits against. So we'll see.
Wow.
It'll be fun. Lots of fun out there.
Messy.
You're live on Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. Don't go too far from your radio because we will be right back with weather.
Feeling trapped with that old phone? Don't. Getting a phone is easy. Come into Verizon and get one of our best phones on us with Select Trade-in on Unlimited Ultimate Plan and get a plan that helps you save by only paying for what you need. Act now and get a brand new phone at your Verizon store today. $999 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate Plan required. Less up to $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trading conditions apply.
And now another no-brainer money-saving tip from Progressive.
That doesn't sound good.
Paper shredder's jammed, but I think I fixed it.
Oh, well, try shredding these $50 bills then.
Seems like it's working.
Better try another $400.
Stop. Instead of using money, use regular paper. And here's a better tip from Progressive on how not to waste money. Don't pay too much for car insurance. Drivers who switch and save could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
A plan every adult family member should consider is normal. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Humbridge.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers business dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
It's the 51st annual Trenton Volunteer Fire Department EMS Annual Farm Equipment and General Auction, Jones County Fairground, Trenton. Come to buy Saturday, January 13th, beginning at 8:30 a.m. Bring your items to sell Thursday, January 11th and Friday, January 12th, and come to buy. There will be farm equipment, including tractors, plows, harvesters, combines, trailers, and sprayers, trucks, dump, grain, and pickup trucks, miscellaneous items such as cars, campers, tools, furniture, a flea market with household items, toys, antiques, just about everything, even bulldozers and backhoes. Booth rentals are available, and there will be a homemade bake sale. Country cooked barbecue and chicken place will be available. There will be 7 auctioneers and over 5,000 people in attendance. The Freedom 97.1, 11:20 a.m. crew will be broadcasted live. That's me, your buddy Hollywood, 11 to 1. For more information, contact Brock Motor Company, 252-448-2161. After 6 p.m., call 252-448-4161 or 252-448-4441. Be a part of the fun and excitement of the 51st Annual Trenton Volunteer Fire Department and EMS Annual Farm Equipment and General Auction, Saturday, January 13th, beginning at 8:30 a.m. Wismart and Chappie's Chicken. And for over 50 years, Great Gas and Oil Company has kept our community comfortable year-round with quality heating and cooling products and dependable service. In addition to heating and air conditioning service, Great Gas and Oil Company does generators, tankless water heaters, and quality appliance repair. For service, phone 910-347-7138. Locally owned and operated by Jerry and Jeff Allen Williams.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 11:20 a.m. WSME.
You know, if you're a boater or you like to fish and you haven't been down to Tideline Marine in, say, the last 24 hours, you owe it to yourself to stop in. The doors will open in about an hour. As a part-timer at Tideline, George took a chance yesterday. Not George as a part-timer. He's the owner. He took a chance on me, the part-timer, and asked me to take a chance and rearrange one of the displays there, one that I, as a shopper, would like to see. Yep, I did. Okay, so between customers, I accepted the challenge. And at the end of the day, George was a happy camper. I like that. Might not be the perfect setup, but it's one that boaters like me for more than a half century would like to see. That's what the Tideline team is all about. They're about you and what you need, from the best lures recommended by the best local fishing guides to the best of the best Tideline team to take care of your most treasured possessions, your boats. Tideline was voted the best marine dealer by the readers of the Jacksonville Daily News for 2023. That says a lot. You need to stop in and see why. Tonight, 159 Old Bridge Street, the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Small craft advisory in effect through this afternoon. Here we go again. Westerly winds today offshore 10 to 15 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet, dominant period 9 seconds, sounds of moderate chop. Tomorrow, it gets much more worse. Easterly winds 10 to 15 with gusts to 25, becoming southeasterly 25 to 30 with a gust up to 35 in the afternoon. Seas 3 to 4 feet, building to 5 to 7. Dominant period 7 seconds, sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to very rough in the afternoon tomorrow. Westerly winds on Saturday 25 to 30 with gusts to 40 knots. Seas 8 to 11 feet. 6 to 9 near shore, sounds and rivers very rough. I'm done.
Okay. Today, sunny, high of 59 with calm winds. I hadn't said that in a few days. I'm impressed with myself. It's not going to last, but it's good to say today. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 32. It's going to be cold.
Yes.
Tomorrow, showers likely after 1. Otherwise, increasing clouds with a high of 67. And our gusty winds will be back with gusts as high as 23 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, showers and thunderstorms before 1, and then a chance of showers after 1. Low of 47 and gusts as high as 36 miles an hour tomorrow night. On Saturday, sunny, a high of 50 again, and then 31 for the low on Saturday night, and then Sunday 55. But interesting enough, I'd heard something from somebody yesterday about snow on Tuesday, and I'm like, what are they talking about? I literally just pulled up Tuesday day looks like it was supposed to rain. I know. And Tuesday night, 26 degrees, and it says rain or snow showers. Very cold.
Do you see the high for Tuesday and Wednesday? It's in the low 40s.
High of 39.
Ooh.
But it says Tuesday night, rain or snow showers in the evening. It would be very cold.
I'm going to go turn the heater on right now. And just
I'm telling you.
All right, Tom, Drew, and some of you others.
From?
There you go.
Yeah, that's where they got it from. This is what, Thursdays. It's a little early to tell, but it's part of that other system.
Yes, I know.
I'm over this.
One of my friends and a former boss out in Missouri, I think he had 6 to 8 inches of snow this week.
Wow. I noticed some of the mid states.
Nebraska had it.
Yes.
Illinois had a bunch of it. I was watching that the other day. Oh, no. Keep it up there. Let them know y'all live there. You deserve it because you like it. Otherwise, you'd move.
I mean, I don't really care if it snows. I just don't want it to be impassable for people.
Oh, good luck. It will be. But there will be fools.
Well, just watching them drive in the rain.
Yeah, I know.
You said there was one in front of you going sideways?
Yeah, a tractor trailer wreck. He was running about 70 when he passed me.
Ooh.
In a 55 zone.
Well, I got sights.
He wanted to get home.
So apparently, I don't eat fast food because I'm not allowed to. We try to keep.
Would you if you were allowed to?
It would depend on what it was.
I very seldom ever.
I don't. But I will say I do like McDonald's fries. I don't ever eat them now. But I had them the other day and it triggered a relapse of the diverticulitis. So I should learn a lesson. But anyway.
Yeah.
So apparently, back in April of 2023, last April, McDonald's had said they were changing their burgers. So they promised pillowy buns, perfectly melted cheese, and a better sear on the patties. Laughable, because I even once at McDonald's didn't even get a patty on my burger. So there's that. Well, anyway, so they started in the West Coast, big shock, and they started rolling it out across the country. Well, now McDonald's came out earlier this week and said they're going to make just every single McDonald's locations nationwide by the beginning part of this year. So now this is what they're going to do. So they are going to, their goal is to make juicier burgers. And they're like, we're creating the best burgers ever. So what they're going to do is instead of grilling 8 patties at a time, they're only going to do 6. So they're claiming that it will apply less pressure, which will make the burgers juicier. Yeah, I know. Okay. And the revamp.
That was a look of.
Y'all should have seen this look. So then it says the revamped burgers will also be made with buttery brioche buns that are sliced with a thicker bottom to retain heat. Then they're also going to make changes to the cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. So some of the changes they're implementing: more sauce on the Big Macs. They're already dripping with sauce, but okay. Meltier cheese. I don't even know what that means. A fresher lettuce and pickles. Are they not fresh now? Is my question.
They're not.
6-piece grilled at a time.
Well, let me tell you the whole problem with all that.
Okay.
After they cook them,
It's going to be more expensive.
they put them under that heat lamp
Yeah, and
over there,
that tears it
and
down.
that dries them out.
It does dry them out.
One day I had to get a burger in a hurry.
Mhm.
One hamburger, the
Mhm.
small little hamburgers, the kind that I used to spend 15
I know what you're
cents
talking
for.
about. Yeah, the regular one too.
I was 15 cents for that, and an order of small fries,
Mhm.
$4.57.
Yeah. My grandson likes McDonald's. I go
Well,
there like
isn't
that.
it supposed to reduce it by only cooking 6 at
Well,
a
it
time?
gets better. I haven't gave y'all to the
Oh,
best one
Lord.
yet of the list. The next one, the buns, the brioche buns will be sliced with a thick bottom. Okay. Onion will be rehydrated after purchase. I don't not exactly know what that means, but the
They're going to put
best
them in water.
Yes.
okay, the best one of the bunch. I'm glad you're sitting down for this one.
Mm.
Sesame seeds will be further spaced out.
So they don't get caught between your teeth. Wrong.
I don't know. And they will go into effect in every United States McDonald's locations by early
Oh.
2024. I mean, this
How
is,
early for?
what does that mean? Yeah. The fact that this came out means, in my opinion, that they've already started. Well, they did. They started the West Coast last year. And some people didn't like the changes. I mean, maybe if you want to juice your burger, you might want to use more meat.
Maybe you wouldn't want to put it under the heat lamp.
I agree with that too. Yes.
And what would Emerald do?
And then since when is a hamburger to have it cheese on it? You have to order a hamburger without cheese.
Yeah, no,
these
you have to
days.
say it. Yeah, I agree.
And then I still get cheese
Well,
on it.
wouldn't that be a
half the time.
cheeseburger?
Well, how do you get?
Yes.
Yes, I agree. And how do you make meltier cheese? Like it's cheesy to melt. Like I'm.
You-
Well, get away
I'm-
from that plastic
confused.
American cheese that you
There
buy
you
in
go.
slices. That's all
So
water.
gross. Yeah.
Well, I've got something great for you, Kelly. I thought about you last night when I
Uh-oh.
heard this. Alamance County is building a Buc.
I
And
saw that.
I'm gonna look.
I love Buc-ee's.
I don't even know what a Buc-ee's is.
It's a store that has everything. You go get gas, and then you go in the store to use the facilities, and you forget the facilities because of everything they have in there. It's,
You have to use them too long.
it's a great place. It's a fun place.
And I'm gonna have to go right by there. Well, not no. Mom's moving down here, so I want to do a lot. But I already have to go by the outlet mall there.
Mm-hmm.
What a hot mess that is. And now I'm going to have to go by that. Oh my, I can just imagine the traffic on 40 now, how it's going to, because they're
Yeah.
building it right off of 40 right there. I know where
Yes.
they're trying to build it. What a mess that
It's
is
got
going to be.
100 fuel pumps
Yeah. Yep.
and a capacity for better than 600 vehicles.
Have you never been to the Buc-ee's in
Oh, they're
Florence, South
huge.
Carolina?
No,
Next time you go down that
I
way,
don't go down that way.
just check it out. I've got friends, I don't understand, but they, and I know one of them
What is
listening.
it? Is it on the interstate?
Yeah,
it's right on 4085.
Yeah. It's right on 95 in Florence. I have a friend that will drive from here
Wait a
just to go
minute.
down there.
They're building it in Mebane,
Mebane.
Mebane, yeah.
Population of 17,000.
Yeah.
And we can't even get something like
We
that
can't get
here.
sheets. What are you talking about? I'm trying to get a sheets.
We're going to start a campaign.
I'm telling you,
Sheets and a top golf. We're starting
Yes.
a campaign.
and McAllister's Deli. We need one of those.
Yes.
So I have to go to Wilmington.
I
Yeah.
love McAllister's.
I do
How
too.
long has that been there? Years.
A lot, forever. And
I've
Yes.
been there since I was living there.
Yeah,
but I
because
never
I
went.
remember we used to go. Well, my daughter, we used to go there.
You never been to McAllister's Deli?
No,
Rayford, you'd fall in
not.
love. I'm telling
Why?
you. Every time we travel to
What,
conferences.
what do they have?
It's like a Golden Corral.
Well, no, it's sandwiches.
I don't eat
but
Oh, they're
sandwiches.
going sandwiches now?
McAllister's Deli is no. You're thinking E&W cafeteria.
Oh, you're right.
I'm
It was
no. McAllister's
KW.
Deli has like the best potato soup. A broccoli cheese
Ugh.
soup.
I can
Their
make a good
broccoli
potato
cheese soup
soup.
is Rayford. You would love their food.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know somebody from Jacksonville that drives down there 3 times a week just to go. Yeah, every time we
Oh,
travel
I
to a
thought you-
conference,
That's a waste of
we
gas.
seek out a McAllister's Deli. We found one in Texas.
A deli. It's
no way for
a sandwich place.
It's amazing.
I thought
And
you
the
didn't eat fast food.
Fast food. And they
It's a
do
it's
these
the
giant
sandwiches?
potatoes. They're like baked potatoes are like this big, loaded with stuff. Oh my goodness. Their food's amazing. And their broccoli cheese soup's out of this world.
Wow.
They're right there on College, right down
I know exactly where they are.
The university, yeah. Believe me, when I went to school there, I went there a lot. It was amazing. But yeah.
Whatever.
Love McAllister Still, but we need Sheets first. That in that order. Sheets. Oh no, we need a Trader Joe's, but that's not really staples.
That's a grocery store.
Yeah, I love it.
I like Trader Joe's, but it's not something that.
Well, see, you don't have to eat gluten free.
Yeah, well,
see, I do. So,
right.
I have to go down to Wilmington.
I just
fight for my life. 17 and do Hampstead.
My sister was on the
traffic.
Trader Joe kick for a while. Let's go to Trader Joe's. I'm like, nah.
So I have to go once a month and try to stock up just because I hate the traffic.
Right.
But no, that's where I can get a lot of gluten free stuff, a lot of good stuff, and they got that cheese, like that rosemary cheese. It's the only place you can find it. But yeah.
Well, we all have our preferences now.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I've missed something somewhere.
You've missed something out of
You
life,
haven't
yeah.
developed diverticulitis that keeps you from eating all the cool things you want to
No,
eat.
I haven't.
So yeah, it'll change your life, sadly. Anyway,
Raver's like, what?
The Local Government Commission
Yes.
has approved over $300 million in financing requests to help several North Carolina towns build and or expand their public facilities.
like what?
They took action in several counties this week, including Haywood, Mecklenburg, Onslow, Randolph, Wake, and Watauga. This committee is chaired by State Treasurer Dale Falwell. He's a CPA. He's also running for governor and staffed by the Department of State Treasurer. It has a statutory duty to approve most debt issued by units of local government and public authorities in the state. I don't know what it's going to be including, but various projects, proposed projects, and confirms that the government units can reasonably afford to repay the debt. It's a loan.
See,
It
that's
also-
what Onslow's is.
Yeah.
I knew that.
North Topsail
Yeah.
Beach will demolish an existing fire station replace it with a building that has 4 bays to house vehicles and equipment, station operations, and staff quarters. That's what it's about. $5.6 million installment purchase for the town to perform the work. Such a purchase allows a borrower to pay the money back over time instead of in one lump sum. No tax increase is anticipated for North Topsail.
I read that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that on a press release or something.
That's an interesting view of the North Topsail Beach Bridge.
It is.
I remember when that first opened, and it was named for a state trooper.
Larry Walton?
Yep, was a deputy sheriff here in Onslow County. When he joined the highway patrol, he went to Robinson County, and he was killed shortly after joining the patrol.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. So Larry was a really nice guy too. Okay, what else we got? In a few minutes, we're waiting for 2 lovely young ladies to show up. They represent Hooters. We have during the Thanksgiving and Christmas season, we had a number of spots from sponsors who were talking about their businesses and wishing everybody, happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas and all that sort of good stuff. Well, they did not, and we included a live shot with that for them to come in. And unfortunately, during the Christmas season, they got it really busy, and they were short-staffed, so it's kind of hard to get in here. So they're going to come in today, and they're going to talk about what Hooters has got coming up and some specials. Hooters is it's a sports bar too.
Yes, they
It's
have
got
great shrimp.
Got lots of TVs in there. They got, I think it's about 400 TV sets. So they can, all different channels. So anywhere you want to sit in a place, they can watch whatever sports that's got going on. So anyway, they're going to come in and talk about what's coming up for this year. And, with the football season and the playoffs, the sports bars get to be very popular. Lots of people go by. They sit there and they watch and eat and they drink, they do whatever, and watch the whole game. And then, of course, there's that Super Bowl thing.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, that thing. Where's it going to be this year?
Ask her. I haven't really kept up with it much this year.
You had to put me on the spot and ask me that.
Yeah.
I was just talking about the Super Bowl the other day.
And you forgot what you were talking about?
No, I was planning my party.
Oh,
So, yeah.
You're going to do another Super Bowl
I
party?
do it every year. It's an event.
Oh,
You know that.
I know you did it last year.
I've done it every year. We've done that for 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Except for the year of COVID.
Yeah, I'm doing it with the year of COVID.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back on the other side, and hopefully we'll have our young ladies showing up here shortly.
Nevada.
Yeah, Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
You're live in Local Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Boys and girls, would you like a compact disc system? Boys and girls, would you like one for free? Well, then join me here this weekend. This is Rick Dees with all the false sincerity I can muster to tell you the weekly top 40 is gonna be sizzling. Yes, that was my fake laugh. Here's the real one. This weekend, we're gonna have new kids on the block here. Another mix like you wouldn't believe. A mix of what you say, Rick? How do I know? I'm just here. This weekend, the weekly top 40. We'll look at best hits in all the world as we count them down here this weekend.
The weekly top 40 80s edition, Sunday night, 6 to 10 on Freedom 97.1 WSME. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. The Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family.
Flatwoods Outfitters of Hubert looks forward to serving you throughout the new year with all your spring arm needs and personal safety. Located at 111 Second Amendment Lane in Hubert between Jacksonville and Swansboro, Flatwoods Outfitters is Onslow County's oldest sporting and firearm facility. Flatwoods Outfitters has a long gun or pistol in stock to fit your need, whether for hunting or personal safety. Take advantage of their outdoor shooting range to practice or to learn how to safely operate your firearm, which Flatwoods highly recommends. At Flatwoods, you can sight in your scope to be sure of perfect accuracy to bag that trophy. They carry all the major brand names of long guns, shotguns, and pistols, as well as ammunition. If you are interested in a concealed weapon permit, Flatwoods can assist with that also. Flatwoods Outfitters, 111 Second Amendment Lane, just off Highway 24 in Hubert, where they aim to preserve our hunting heritage, wildlife, and constitution.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier in all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back live on Local Real Talk. And on the line right now, we have, I think, Bill, right, Bill?
Yes, hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. All the talk of McDonald's got me hungry. Yeah, I was like, every once in a while it's funny that where, and Kelly may know the answer, where they seem to reintroduce their pork barbecue stick, and then it goes away. It's there for a short time and it goes away, and it made me wonder if it was like just it didn't appeal to some people, and if they ever, thought of trying getting a sandwich, but then like they do with chicken McNuggets, give you different sauces like a sweet and sour sauce, and applesauce, or the barbecue sauce.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I don't know what the marketing
ahead,
strategy is at some of the fast food places. They take something down. It's like Arby's. For a while, they had a crispy fish sandwich, which was absolutely delicious. And then it goes away. Then suddenly it's back on the menu for a while. Then it goes away. I don't know. People liked it apparently because they quite often. It was never cold when I would go by there to get it. It was hot. That means they cooked it right away, real soon, real fast.
Yeah, it made me wonder if she had some insight from working there that why that.
Kelly, you never worked at McDonald's, did you?
I worked at Burger King.
You worked at Burger King.
When I was 16. Yeah, I was 16 years old. My first job.
What'd you do?
I started out as fried. I got up to the. Then they found out I was good at drive-thru, and then they stuck me on the front end too.
Oh.
Yeah, I hated that. I'd rather done fries, but yeah.
Well, all righty. I guess we'll wait for the Hooters girls.
Yeah, we're waiting.
We'll be here in a minute.
Get us hungry for lunch.
There you go.
That's right.
I'm hungry now.
All right.
Yeah.
Take
All right.
care. Have
See
a
you
good
later.
day.
Have a good day.
Maybe they're gonna bring some food. What do you think? That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get some. Like Helen's Kitchen.
Yes.
How they always send some biscuits over to the sports talk.
Them boys don't need biscuits. We do.
We need biscuits. We could eat
That's
some
what I'm
biscuits
saying.
here.
We need
and they're right up the
biscuits.
road from us.
That's right. They could just jump over.
We have a chat with them.
We're
one of these
going to have a
days.
chat.
Well, we got some vehicles out there, but it's way out in the park, in the driveway, well, next to the road.
They're looking at the clock.
Come on in.
Well, it's 7:45.
That's right. Probably waiting for
7:46.
the other one.
Yeah, likely.
I just heard a car door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this message won't go.
What's going on?
Keeps Homer a message.
Oh,
She's trying to figure out the Roman numerals.
I looked up the Roman numerals and it's got the I. Is that an I? Yes. The V.
That's a
And
5.
the X's. Well, what's the L?
That's a 50.
Well, why is it not showing on the chart?
I don't know.
Kelly and I were looking at it. We're like,
I was like, what's
maybe
it?
it's Greek
We're going,
alphabet.
what is it? I'm like, I don't remember. I don't even remember what year
either.
in school we
The L
discussed
threw
it.
me.
I knew it, but I don't know it now. Once again, something else I don't use. I'm not writing my numbers in Roman numerals.
Well,
yeah.
I can't stop thinking about all the math I use every day. Thank you, Homer. It's just like I was cooking something the other day and having to use measurements. He was right. You just don't realize how much math you use every day.
I look at the recipe that says use half a cup. I go find my little half a cup measuring thing and dump it in there. So I guess in that respect, but I'm figuring out anything.
How many cups are in a quart?
Four?
Are you asking?
2 and a pint, 4
I don't
and a
know.
quart.
Yeah, 4. Oh, yeah.
How many quarts are in a gallon?
2. No.
6? I don't know.
4.
Okay.
That is something.
How many fluid ounces is
Don't-
in a gallon?
96.
Wrong.
32?
Isn't it,
No.
Isn't it
32.
64?
God, 64, yes.
64 is a half gallon.
Oh.
So 64 and 64 is 128.
There you go.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
First we start talking about food.
Ladies, you're supposed to know this kind of stuff.
Why?
It's been a while.
Why? Say it.
Okay.
Why?
Polling calls for 4 quarts of something, but you can only find a gallon.
I'm going to look it up on my phone.
Well, 4 quarts
Give me
would be
the
a
answer.
half a gallon, wouldn't it?
No,
So you just
4
fill it up
quarts is
halfway.
4 quarts is a gallon.
4 quarts is, oh, you have
I'm
to
literally
have
going to
it.
look it up.
There's 32
Yeah.
ounces
Right.
in a quart.
Once again, I'm not going to think that way. I'm
16
really going to
ounces
go
in
to
a
my
pint.
phone and look it up.
What?
16 ounces in a pint.
That's right. 32 in a quart.
That's what I just said.
4 quarts makes a gallon.
Yes.
So that would be that times
128
4.
ounces.
Right. 120.
Y'all need to stop this.
It's too
Right,
early in
go
the
to a commercial.
morning.
This is
My
crazy.
stomach's growling. Now my brain's hurting.
Representative out of New York. She responded about the problem with migrants being placed at a New York City school. forcing the students to learn remotely. The chair of the House Republican Conference called on the Senate to take up a bill that would prohibit such a practice. She said, it outrages every New Yorker and every American. And if you look at the polling, 84% of New Yorkers believe that this is a border crisis, and they know it's a direct result of Joe Biden's failed policies and Eric Adams and Kathy Hochul's failed policies when they rolled out the red carpet to claim they're a sanctuary city and a sanctuary state. Now look at who's paying the price. Hardworking New York families. And in the case of this school, over 60% of those kids come from economically disadvantaged families. That's unacceptable. These parents now don't know what to do, and we know there is a negative impact when you're forced to do remote learning, so this is unacceptable. I totally agree with her. Placing illegals into public schools and forcing other students, New Yorkers, to have to stay home and learn remotely is not the answer. The answer is to put them on the bus, drop them at the border.
Because what happened to the rights of the
with
citizens?
a tattoo on their foreheads that identifies them when they come back across the border again. There was another one arrested for drunk driving and killing 2 people last weekend. Had been deported 4 times. If you're tattooed and deported, then everyone there at the border knows who you are, and every citizen, if you cross illegally into this country, knows that you're illegal, and they can report you. They know you've been deported as an illegal alien.
I just think that the citizens of the United States should not have to give up what they are, what's their stuff for someone that's here legally.
I totally agree.
Especially when my family came here legally.
That's right.
Came here legally. not
Legally.
you.
I said legally.
I know you did. I just
yeah.
want to emphasize that.
Yeah. The right way.
Let's take a break and we'll find out where our ladies are just as soon as we can. You're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME.
Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? A little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
In a season of falling temperatures and rising energy bills, your local Bryant professional is always ready, standing by to protect your home's comfort and defend you from uncomfortable temperatures and the higher energy bills associated with them. Ready to do whatever it takes for your home, your family, and you to be comfortable without breaking the bank. Because when the temperature falls, that's when your local Bryant professional turns up the heat efficiently.
Call Down East Heating and Air Conditioning at 346-4311 and let them keep you comfortable this winter. Down East Heating and Air Conditioning, serving our community for over 25 years. Also, Down East can help you with your home guttering needs. Call Down East today at 346-4311.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want it painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing Groups, and is proud to be part of the continued growth of Onslow and surrounding counties. Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back, and we have somebody out there in the driveway, but they haven't made it all the way to the house yet. So I guess they're waiting for the other person. They want to come in twos, I guess. So, whatever. What else is going on? Anybody got anything to
Oh, no, I'm
add?
still stuck on Roman numerals. Figured it out.
That's good. The Biden administration warned Supreme Court justices Monday that hundreds of thousands of deportation cases could be reset and sent back into the immigration system if the justices rule against the administration on a key case regarding the use of immigration notices. The remarks came during oral arguments in a case related to notices to appear. Those are orders given to illegal immigrants before they are released into the interior to appear before an immigration court. However, sometimes those documents, when used, do not include a court date and only say TBD, that's to be determined. A separate court date is later mailed to the illegal immigrant in those instances. How are you going to mail something to an illegal alien when they're in the United States and you don't know where they are?
Good point. Yeah,
What?
that's a good question.
Who
Ray.
fucked this one up?
I like that. Good question.
Who in the
Comes to the
name of
post
heaven
office. We
fucked
return
this
it to sender.
stuff up?
Yeah, my mama does that a lot.
If they turn up for the hearing, they can be ordered deported.
Well,
But then you got to go find them.
well, you got to find them.
The case focus, I told you about that tattoo, right? The case focused initially on an El Salvador illegal who was given an NTA, notice to appear, in 2005. In
Okay,
2005.
Okay.
And months later was mailed a court date, but says he did not receive it. The case has been joined by two other illegal immigrants with similar situations. The lawyers for the illegals argue that the two separate mailings were notice as dictated by statute. Government lawyers argued that such practices do count as proper notice and also warned that if the court ruled against them, then hundreds of thousands of people who receive fees on their NTAs would be allowed to seek a review of their case. Hundreds of thousands.
Scary.
Yeah.
A representative for the government said that numbers of in absentia orders will have risen sharply in the recent border crisis from 380 in 2021 to over 11,000 in 2023, plus all the other tens of thousands dating back to at least 2005, as we just saw.
Yeah.
Why aren't we just picking them up and sending them across the border? Put them at the border, pat them on the butt and say, see ya. We won't want to see you ever again. Get out. No. He's trying to get this done so that they can just go ahead and claim that they're all citizens. He knows the Supreme Court's not going to just let them be deported. He knows that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to find a legal loophole somewhere not to deport them. And then they're going to be in this country. And then he's going to, well, Let's just move to make aliens, make them all legitimate citizens.
Here's something interesting going into the House of Representatives today. Is going into a committee meeting. Is there's attempts to reform rules on homeowner association fees. That's going to be very interesting. They're going to try to do some legislation on it because of these homeowner associations. If you don't pay their fees, then taking out liens on your house.
Yep. Okay. Let's take a break and see if we can't. Somebody was at our front door, one of the young ladies there. I don't know who else there is, but we'll take a break, do a little Fox News, and maybe we can get her in here. You're Live Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News. The fifth Republican presidential debate is down to just Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley on stage. On abortions, she says she's pro-life, but
this is too personal of an issue to put fear or judgment. Our goal should be, how do we save as many babies as possible and support as many moms as possible?
DeSantis accuses her of mixed messages on abortion and says former President Trump has flip-flopped on it with his criticism of strict abortion bans.
He's given a gift to the left to weaponize that against pro-lifers, and that's wrong.
Debate on CNN. Trump and a full event on Fox.
With the life of the mother, rape, incest.
Saying he's for exceptions. He says he's proud to have appointed Supreme Court justices that overturned federal abortion rights, but that the Republicans should be focused on winning elections as well. Both events were in Des Moines with the Iowa caucuses coming up on Monday. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1. Live and local. Real talk.
Okay, we're back up live on Local Real Talk. We do appreciate y'all joining us in this morning. And we do have in the studio, as we said, a young lady from Hooters. She was actually involved in cutting the last commercial that we did with Hooters. So, Trinity, welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Get out there in the cold there for a while, huh?
Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. Your running mate was supposed to be here, but she is sick or something?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you can handle the job. Yeah. You got all the information about what your specials are and what you guys are doing? Nothing? You know that this is football season, right?
Yes, sir.
And a lot of, you're a sports bar too.
Yes, sir.
So it's not just for whatever reasons, it's a sports bar where a lot of guys and gals go and bring their children, I've seen.
Yeah.
And they go in there and they watch the big games, playoff games and all that sort of good stuff. Mm-hmm. You're too busy to watch them during that time, weren't you? Watch the games.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anyway, how long have you been working at Hooters?
I'm coming up on a year now.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Fun time?
Absolutely. You meet a lot of different people and it's a cool experience.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where'd you come from?
South Louisiana.
Oh, wow.
She's a Cajun girl.
She's a Cajun girl. You know, her husband's a Cajun Asian.
Really?
His father was from there. His mom's from Korea. But yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. It's a definite contrast.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you haven't met him yet.
Oh, no. Never met him yet. He's one of our county commissioners, too.
We'll have to take him into Hooters one day, Demir.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, just kidding.
He's been there with Rayford before.
Yeah.
Has he?
Mm-hmm.
That must have been a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Gosh. Mm-hmm. So anyway, yeah, it's a good place. I like their fried shrimp.
I do too.
Without the sauce on it. I just shrimp.
From Louisiana?
No.
Wait.
No, from Hooters.
From Hooters.
Oh.
You know that place where you work?
I know. Trust me.
I was still stuck on Louisiana party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The last time I was in there for the business meeting and I got the shrimp plate. It was so good.
Yeah, their shrimp is really good. They know how to not overcook it. That's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. So many people burn them. I like burnt French fries, but I don't like burnt shrimp. So that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been there. Well, you were there during the last football season then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So things get kind of rowdy at the time?
Absolutely. Especially during the Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm sure.
It gets really crazy.
Yeah. Oh, golly. You probably have people come and stay for the entire game, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Wow. They eat a lot of food.
That's a full house.
Lots of food, lots of beer.
beer.
Uh-huh.
Got some pretty cool beer specials right now. We have a $11.99 Bud Light pitchers.
Mhm. Okay. Has there been any fallout in your places since all the fallout with Bud Light and the all the publicity that was going on? What was it? Had a transgender doing a spot for him or something?
They had sent that person some cases of Bud Light or something, and then that person got on social media and
is that
thanked
what
him
it
for
was?
it or something like that.
Whatever. Okay. So anyway, no fallout at your place. They're still
Not that I-
ordering Bud Light, right?
Yes, sir.
People who like Bud Light, I guess, like whatever. So it's $11.99 for a pitcher.
Yes, sir.
How many ounces in a pitcher, Rayford?
It depends upon the size of the pitcher.
That would be a true statement.
Yeah, because some pitchers are bigger than other pitchers.
That's right.
Yep.
I believe it's 34, 36
Well,
per
could be.
pitcher. Yes, sir.
There you go.
I guess
We've
so.
also got the beer tubes as well. You can get 60 ounces or 100 ounces.
60-ounce beer tube.
Yes, sir.
I don't drink beer, so what's a beer tube?
Oh, what's a beer
It's like
tube?
a giant tube.
Like a yard. They used to call them like yardstick.
Oh, well, like a
there's
funnel. on it
yeah,
or
like a
something.
giant. Like it's like a tube. It's got like
Mm.
yes, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen those at beach parties and stuff too. Yeah. So okay, well that's pretty good. And I saw your menu, and I meant to steal one, but you've changed it up a little bit for the new year, and there's lots of stuff in there, hamburgers in there that were like they looked like about a foot thick.
Oh, the Mile High burgers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Those
Wow.
are the 4 patties.
Who can eat? Who's got a mouth big enough to bite into that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot. I was wondering. Would that be like
those
something
young
you share?
servicemen do?
The Marines definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Normally they get the 3 patty, and the 4 patty is really, really big.
I'd have to cut that thing
I
in
was gonna
like
say, I'd have to
fourths.
eat it with a knife and fork.
Yeah, I'd have to cut it. Yeah.
Oh,
God.
well, so, well, anyway, anything special going on for the season that you guys have got to offer besides, I know the beer and the menu stuff that I saw.
I know we've got $3 Coors banquets. We've got this football deal going on. It's 10 wings, curly fries, and a short beer. I believe the beer is Bud Light as well.
Okay.
And that's for $16.99.
Wow.
I was just going to ask about the wings. They have great wings.
I don't think I've ever had the wings.
The wings are very, very good.
Chicken is not one of my favorite meals, but
It's
I like
because
fried
we've
chicken.
been so forced to eat chicken for so long because we couldn't afford the beef.
Yeah, I've had a hamburger there in the past years ago, but it's they were good.
Mhm.
I just don't.
I've
eat
had
that
one
many-
there.
I just
Yeah.
don't
I
eat that
think
many burgers.
everything I've ever eaten there has been very good. And the service has been quick.
Mhm.
And the waitress is very attentive.
Appreciate that.
That's-
We try our best.
That's what y'all supposed to do, right?
That's right.
What are your ambitions? What do you want to do? Do you want to just maybe take over Eric's job?
She's not going to say that on the air. She'll keep that to herself.
He knows I'm kidding. But what do you see? I mean, you want to move up to management at Hooters? Or you?
Eventually, I would like to go to school to be a physical therapist.
Oh, really?
Very
Yes, sir.
good.
Well,
Very nice.
You're
Very
getting
impressive.
getting good opportunities where you are to meet and greet people. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
So
Now, are you here because of the military?
Yes, ma'am. I myself had joined the Marine Corps.
really?
Yes, sir. I ended up getting a medical discharge, but I moved here with the Marine, and yeah.
So you're good.
Well,
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, excellent. And you came from South Louisiana,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
right near the Gulf, huh?
Yes, sir.
she's a Cajun Marine.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it too. Very impressive. Thank you.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. Thank you. And glad to have you here. And so go back to school for physical therapy. That would
Yeah.
be good.
Yes, sir.
There's a big need for it, including
There's always a need for it. Yes.
with me,
Yeah.
obviously, always. I keep hurting myself.
That's true.
Yeah, I do. It's
Mhm.
just it's a thing.
You know,
What
that-
are the hours for Hooters?
Monday through Thursday, it is 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then Fridays and Saturdays is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then on
1
Sundays,
a.m.
Oh,
Yeah, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured.
Yeah.
And then Sundays is a 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Boy, we got long hours.
So
Yes.
Friday, yeah.
Do you have to work multiple shifts sometimes?
We're not scheduled to, but a lot of times I do request to work.
In case somebody else has a shift?
Yes, sir.
Trade a shift with somebody or, yeah.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
So, how's Eric to work for?
She's going to say good.
I've never had a bad experience with Eric. He keeps everyone on their toes.
Good.
He makes sure everyone gets their job done, and
good.
I can't complain.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's also a photographer. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah.
It shocked me because I was like, I didn't know that. I just recently found that out, and I've been there for a while.
And that's a
Well, you may have to let him know because the Council of Arts may be having an exhibit in April.
Have we found that out yet?
In April, she says they're working on it now for April.
For a
Photography.
photography
Mhm.
exhibit. Okay,
That's
good.
right. So we'll have to let Eric know too.
Well, I'll let him
Rayford
know.
needs to enter it too.
Oh, definitely. That's
I'm
why I
gonna-
was asking for
Yeah,
Raver. Yeah.
I think I'm going to enter some underwater stuff.
I've seen your stuff. It's
Oh, it's
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm a diver, so I
Yeah.
shoot underwater too
Oh, that's
Right.
awesome.
Mhm.
for 59 years
And
now.
that stuff's
Oh my
amazing.
goodness.
You need
Yeah.
to get over and take some pictures of the Hooter girls.
Mhm.
There are rules about that,
Mhm.
What
rightfully so.
Oh, okay.
There's
I think
not-
Hooters probably has a corporate rule.
there is a
Yeah, I
corporate
thought
rule.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot
That
of things
makes
they cannot
sense.
do, which is good.
Mhm.
Helps
Yeah.
protect them.
Can't walk in there with a camera and start shooting pictures.
Nope.
That would be a
Yeah.
no-no.
Yes.
You-
It was a good thought.
but I did suggest something that could
Mm-hmm.
be something really good this spring.
What's that?
Set up a backdrop outside and let customers come in, big cameras or anything they want to shoot with, and let the Hooters girls in non-Hooters uniforms go outside, get pictures taken, but take their pictures, all the pictures, download all the pictures, and then place them up on the screen in the back and let customers vote on the best picture, the best photographer.
Oh, wow. That would be.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be pretty fun,
would be
yes, sir.
Just go out there and spend 10 minutes or something, and then, they come in and they download all their pictures and let them be displayed up there
Yeah.
for a week or so.
Hmm.
Then the customers could vote on them.
I like
See, I
that.
got promotional ideas.
You do.
They need to
You
hire me.
do.
Hooters ought to hire me corporate level. for
He's
that.
coming for Eric's job.
Yeah.
No, I don't want Eric's job. No, he's got to work too hard for that.
Yeah.
No. I'm an idea person. He's a worker.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so anything special for Super Bowl that you guys are going to be doing? You're going to be dressing up in uniforms or, favorite team or what?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure we'll figure it out as
Mm-hmm.
the day comes closer and when we figure out who's going to be playing. I know we normally do have a lot of deals and stuff during the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
As of now, I'm not 100% sure what's going on.
Yeah. One of our callers, I had a calendar that came out back in November, was it?
Mhm.
And one of our frequent callers, he answered a trivia question correctly, so he got the calendar.
Oh, wow.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He sure didn't fuss about taking that home, did he?
No, he did not. No, that was no problem.
It was a nice calendar.
It was a
It was
nice
a-
calendar.
Yeah.
There's a lot of artwork on that on the front cover this time. That was pretty interesting.
Mhm.
They took a photograph and made it look like art.
Yes, sir.
That was nice, nicely done.
Yeah.
Kudos to them, whoever their marketing people are. I do like it. All right, Trinity, anything else is coming up? Anything that you can think of?
Just thinking hard.
Okay, I'm going to get the spelling of your name because Eric sent me who was coming, and he spelled Trinity. Let me guess if these ladies can spell it, Trinity.
Yes, sir.
How would you spell Trinity?
I would spell Trinity Trinity.
That's what I would think too. What's it going to be? An IE?
Better than
Maybe?
that. Go ahead.
Trenatee.
Wow.
I thought he misspelled it. I really did.
That's
wow.
definitely a
Yeah.
Louisiana
That's
Cajun
definitely
name.
a Cajun name. Yeah.
There's a story behind it, but my entire family has double letters in their name.
Oh, really?
My brother and I, my name's Trinity and his name's Trent. And there's a story behind the way that we were named, and it's just a family tradition, I guess, to have double letters in your name.
Oh, cool.
My grandparents, aunt, uncle, my dad, all my cousins, we all have double letters in our name.
Oh, that's good. You got a double letter.
I do, but it's
Kell.
yeah.
It is not Y, it's I.
No, it's I, yeah. Yeah.
I guess Y is the guy, right?
I don't know,
No,
but
I'm asking
my
my name.
parents were doing a whole Irish
Could
thing.
be
but
either
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Trinity, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Appreciate it. It was
much.
nice
We
meeting you
appreciate
guys.
it. Good to meet you here.
Good to meet you guys.
All right. Let's take a break. You're live and local. Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WME.
Hey, it's Cool Bobby B. Jacksonville, Onslow County and beyond, you have found official station for the Doo-Wop Stop. Heard Saturday nights, 7 till 10, right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME and worldwide at WSME971.com. Join me as we play the absolute best and greatest doo-wop songs of all time. Saturday night, 7 till 10. Get connected now at doowopstop.com.
If you plan to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and cuts and threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Sunday noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158.
Looking for a job? Full-time? Part-time? Il Cigno Italiano Restaurant wants you. We're currently hiring for hostesses, servers, bartenders, and dishwashers. Il Cigno Italiano is a family-owned, fast-paced restaurant that offers the best in fine dining on the Crystal Coast. If you're hardworking, reliable, professional, and have a desire to always strive for better, we want to talk to you. Make great money and be a part of an outstanding, dedicated team. Il Cigno Italiano on West Corbin Avenue in Swansboro.
It's the 51st annual Trenton Volunteer Fire Department EMS Annual Farm Equipment and General Auction, Jones County Fairground, Trenton. Come to buy. Saturday, January 13th, beginning at 8:30 a.m. Bring your items to sell Thursday, January 11th and Friday, January 12th, and come to buy. There will be farm equipment, including tractors, plows, harvesters, combines, trailers, and sprayers, trucks, dump, grain, and pickup trucks, miscellaneous items such as cars, boats, campers, tools, furniture, a flea market with household items, toys, antiques, just about everything, even bulldozers and backhoes. Furthermore, there will be a homemade bake sale. Country cooked barbecue and chicken place will be available. There will be 7 auctioneers and over 5,000 people in attendance. The Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. crew will be broadcasted live. That's me, your buddy Hollywood, 11 to 1. For more information, contact Brock Motor Company, 252-448-2161. After 6 p.m., call 252-448-4161 or 252-448-4441. Be a part of the fun and excitement of the 51st Annual Trenton Volunteer Fire Department and EMS Annual Farm Equipment and General Auction, Saturday, January 13th, beginning at 8:30 a.m. Great Gas and Oil Company, and of course, Wismart and Chappie's Chicken, located at Fort Gum Branch Road, right here in Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert, has all you need when it comes to convenience for gas, cold beverages, and a great selection for quick pickup essentials. Enjoy fresh, not frozen delicious meals at Chappie's Chicken, located inside Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert. So if you're in a hurry, get it all. Gas, ice cold beverages, convenience store items, and delicious, fresh, not frozen chicken at Wismart, 4111 Gum Branch Road, Jacksonville, and 633 Sandridge Road, Hubert.
It's live and local real talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back, live and local real talk. And, for you folks out there, if you're a boater or a fisherman or a fisher lady, and you haven't been to Tideline Marine or haven't been there lately, you need to go. Even in the last 24 hours, if you haven't been, you need to go because things change on a regular basis there, which is good. As a part-timer down at Tideline, I was asked by George yesterday, he took a chance on it yesterday, and asked me to go out there and rearrange a display to make it suitable for me as a buyer if I was out there buying stuff. So that was a unique thing because I go to other stores when I'm out of town and whatever, and I look around. I just see how things are arranged. And when I'm looking for something, I want to know where it is. Okay. So between customers yesterday, acting as a shopper, I went and rearranged one full area. Took all day with the people coming in too.
Right.
But I got it done. And when I got through, George said he liked it.
Can we hire you for the house?
No, I cannot do it around here. Robbie is the arranger.
She does a good job.
She does a great job.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But at a store I did it, and George said he liked it. I like that. I've been boating for well over a half century. What am I, 70? I've been boating for like 65 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was
You were boating when you were crawling over there.
pretty
too.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the way the whole Tideline team, this is what they're all about. We are all about. We're about you and what you need, what you want from the best fishing lures recommended by the best local fishing guides who shop at Tideline and make these recommendations to George. George takes them up on it. We're not experts in everything, but we count on other people like those guys to tell us what we should be selling. And they do work. The Tideline team will do everything it can to take care of your most treasured possessions, your boats. Tideline voted the best marine dealer by the readers of the Jacksonville Daily News for 2023. That says a lot. By itself.
Yeah.
290 Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Small craft advisories in effect through this afternoon. Why? Because winds are going to be from the west at 10 to 15 knots. Not bad, but the seas are 4 to 6 feet still left over. Dominant period 9 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop. Tomorrow, not so good. It gets much more worse. Easterly winds 10 to 15 knots, gusts to 25, becoming southeasterly 25 to 30 with gusts to 35 knots tomorrow afternoon. Seas 3 to 4 feet, building to 5 to 7 in the afternoon. Dominant period 7 seconds. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, increasing to very rough in the afternoon. And then on Saturday, it doesn't get any better. Westerly windy, gust to 40, seas 8 to 11 feet. Sounds and rivers very rough.
Agreed. Today it'll be sunny, a high of 59 with calm winds. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 32. And tomorrow, showers likely after 1 o'clock. So prior to that, it doesn't appear to be any showers. Then a high of 67. Winds will be around 15 miles an hour, and then they will gust during the day as high as 23. Tomorrow night, it's going to rain. The low will be 47, and the winds could gust tomorrow night as high as 36 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny, no rain, high of 55, but the gusty winds will remain with gusts as high as 29. On Saturday night, clear, cold, low of 31, but Sunday, sunny, high of 55. And then there's Tuesday. Just saying.
Are you predicting? Or just saying
about what it says, but what's more interesting is here the low is showing us 22, but on my phone alert it showed 25, but they're still talking about some snow showers. So
if it's going to be precipitation and the temperature is going to be in the low 20s, you know what that's going to mean.
I'm going to check some alternate
I'm thinking
sources.
ice, but
Yes.
Speaking of ice, when I went out this morning, it's 37 degrees, but I had ice on my.
There's some phenomena that accounts for that, and I forgot what it is.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's the answer.
Yeah, I see Tuesday night, 22 degrees. Partly cloudy.
Well, as soon as
Earlier on Tuesday, a chance of showers, partly sunny. High only 40. 40% chance of precipitation on Tuesday. But, it can snow when it's 40 degrees.
True.
Mm-hmm. Monday night, a chance of showers. High 30, low around 33. That's snow time when it's around freezing. Not necessarily going to stick, but that's what it does. Wow. Hey, in Oregon, at a hospital, they believe a former nurse was stealing fentanyl from IV pouches and replacing it with tap water.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep. That's what the police say. Up to 10 patients have died, the latest example of a nationwide pattern of thefts of the deadly drug from hospital settings. The families of at least 2 of those victims told local media the hospital blamed the unsterilized water as a source of infection that led to their deaths. If investigators confirm a link between the thefts and the deaths, the medical center incident could be the deadliest in a string of hospital fentanyl heists around the country. I had not heard that they were stealing fentanyl from hospitals.
I imagine.
And a lot of
Anywhere they can
times
get it.
people are stealing it. They're turning around and selling it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Some
that.
are using, some are
Oh,
not
my.
selling it.
And if they put tap water, regular old tap water from the toilet, I guess,
Right.
and the people get infected.
Crazy.
I just can't.
That's murder.
Yes, I just. Oh,
That's at least second-degree murder. But a death resulting from a theft would be in this state considered
I was
to
gonna
be
say it's
felony murder.
but isn't it premeditated if you knowingly?
Not if you don't know it's if you don't intend it to die. But in
Okay.
this state, if you commit a felony like theft of fentanyl from the hospital
Yeah.
and somebody dies as a result, then you can be charged with felony murder, which is a capital offense in North Carolina.
True. Yeah.
I don't know about Oregon.
Oh, I'm sure their laws are lax.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm certain about that.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, at least the hospital called the police on it.
Thank goodness. So, yeah, well, they have to account for all those meds in there.
Okay, what else we got
Well, I
cooking
got a
here?
weird question.
Shoot.
It's been on my mind. I'm just trying to figure this out. So it's about that Alaskan Airlines,
Which is still up in the air. Still up in the air.
It was a teenage boy who got his shirt sucked off.
Yes.
Originally they said it was a kid, but it was a teenager. And now there's a photo of him sitting. So him and his mom got separated. He was in the middle seat. Mom was on the aisle. No one was at the window seat, which thank goodness. But it did manage to suck his shirt off of him, which is creepy in itself.
It is creepy.
But a lady that they somehow got him and the mom up and put him in different seats.
That's what amazes me.
That's what's blowing my mind. How did he not get sucked out of the plane?
I don't know.
When they got him up, because a lady posted a photo of him and her. It wasn't the mom, and they all had their oxygen mask on at this point. She said he jumped over the seat, and she's like, "Where'd you come from?" Then his arm was scratched up a little bit. Then he realized they think it was windburn. But then she realized who he was, and he thanked her. And they were texting by her using her iPhone notepad because they couldn't talk. They had the mask on. But he was more concerned about his mom because they had been separated, and she was reassuring him. She said, but she posted a photo of them. Poor kid don't have a shirt on. But I'm just wondering, how did he not get sucked out of the plane? I mean, I'm glad.
Yeah.
But was it because they had just descended so much altitude? I'm just wondering.
I'm sure they went down quickly.
They definitely went down quickly.
What is it? 10,000 feet. Anything above 10,000 feet, you got to have oxygen on, and you can actually open doors at 10,000 feet because that's what that crazy guy did. What is his name?
Oh, I know who, DC. So what was that guy's name? Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he forced them to go down
Yeah.
lower altitude.
Yeah.
And then he jumped out of the
Mhm.
plane.
Yeah. But I don't know why I'm so fascinated by this, but I'm just trying to figure out, it sucked people's cell phones out of their hand, sucked this kid's shirt off. I'm still trying to figure out how that happened. That is bizarre in itself.
Maybe he just had a baggy shirt on and just.
But how did
I don't get that.
I just don't understand when him and the mom got up, how did it not suck him out of the plane? He's right.
Well, they had just taken off, haven't they?
No, they've been up about 30 minutes or so, maybe
I think
more.
it was less than that.
I thought it was 30 minutes.
I thought it was like 20. Maybe they had not given the okay to take off your seatbelts because evidently he had his seatbelt on.
Yeah.
But what gets me is he was able to jump over
That's what
to
I'm
the
saying.
next.
He jumped
and
over
that
some
amazed
seats.
me
That's
right
what I'm
there.
saying. Like, how did it not?
Well, when certain things happen, you get extra strength and you become superhuman.
Oh yes. That adrenaline.
Yeah, there are people that have lifted cars off of other people.
Yes. Yes, great.
I'm trying to find out.
So, the heat of battle.
I'm just curious. I just want to know.
Here's one 51 minutes ago. United Airlines flight from Florida to Illinois had to divert Wednesday shortly after taking off when a door indicator light turned on.
That was yesterday.
Yes.
And this Alaskan flight, by the way, they had 3 warnings.
Yeah.
The
Yes, they did.
Warning indicators
Previous
came on 3
warnings.
different times.
Yes.
What?
And you chose not to check it out.
Well, there are so many warning devices on
True.
planes and spaceships and all that sort of good stuff that turn out to be very false. So anyway, you know what?
Scary.
You know what time it is?
It's
Miller time.
It's Miller time. Good morning, Chris. How are you?
Good morning. How's everybody this
Good
morning?
morning.
Doing fine. Straight from the Jacksonville Daily News Sports Department, the sports director himself, Chris Miller.
Chris Miller.
Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well, and some pretty cool topics on today's show.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. We try, and we like having you on here because we don't follow sports necessarily as close as and you follow local sports. That's the cool thing about it. And without somebody like you, those stories would not be told, whether it's in the paper or on the air here. So we do appreciate you joining us.
No, it's my pleasure to do it, and really enjoyed working with all of y'all, and that's what high school sports is all about. And we all want to see the wins and who loses, and we follow the professional sports, but high school sports is really special to a lot of communities, and that's what it's for. It's for those communities, White Oak, the South Lafonso communities, Swansboro, you name it, and that's what sports offers. And these kids are obviously not getting paid, and they're playing to represent their schools, and they got to take care of business the right way in the classroom and out of the classroom to play. So it's really cool to be able to share the stories of these great young ladies and young gentlemen that we have.
I remember many times I had students, fellow students, when I was in school and later on, people would tell me that the only reason I stayed in school, I got to play sports. I got to play football or basketball, generally speaking, in those days. And that's the only reason I stayed in school and I did well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've heard those stories multiple times, Rayford, and I've heard different people naysayers say, well, you go to school, and you don't go to school to play sports. And yes, that is true. We want our young people to go to class and get an education and get a degree. But if using, high school athletics, soccer, baseball, whatever sport it may be, to keep some of these kids that struggle in class, it means keep them in class and they end up liking going to school and getting a high school diploma. We need to use every avenue and every resource we have to be able to get these kids successful in life, and that's what athletics does, and other extracurricular activities as well, band and other, the chess club, whatever the drama club, whatever you want to, whatever you're interested in doing, do something after school and represent your school and your community in the right way.
I totally agree with that. I'm trying to remember how many sports that we actually had in high school back in the 60s. Of course, there was the all familiar football, and there was basketball. Then there was baseball, and then there was track. Do they even have track teams anymore, or individuals participate in track?
Yeah, we do. We have some pretty decent, some pretty competitive track and field teams.
Oh, good.
But yeah, I've heard stories from some coaches who have been around for many years, and they remember the days where you just had football and basketball, and the only sports that females could play was high school basketball. And now the opportunity. Now we have female wrestling teams. We actually went to a wrestling match yesterday.
Really?
Between Swansboro and Croatan, and they did the girls first, and then the boys, and high school female wrestling has really picked up a lot of interest.
That's interesting.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool to see, and that's pretty cool to see. And a lot of all of our schools here in Arlington County and Milwaukee really do a great job of making sure Title IX laws are being followed, and making sure our young ladies are being represented as well, just as much as the guys.
All right, that's good. A couple of 3-4 years ago, I went to a Swansboro football game. They were playing Jacksonville, and I was in Swansboro. They had a female kicker on the team. Do we have a lot of that, of young girls playing on male varsity teams?
Well, it happens every now and then. I know Dixon had a couple young ladies that were kicking this past season for their varsity and JV football teams. Lejeune has had one, a couple, here and there, and various different schools has had one. So has had a female kicker. Croatan I know Croatan's not in Elgin County, but Croatan had a female player who was actually a starting player.
Wow.
Somebody who was ended up being a 2-time state high school wrestling champion. So she was she was tough as nails, and she was a great athlete. So and like that, these coaches and the flight directors and these communities do a great job of making sure girl athletes are taken care of and respected like they deserve. And but I remember many years ago when if a female wanted to play high school football or a male dominant sport, they were laughed at, they were teased, and people didn't really care for it. Coaches didn't really care for it, but it's really neat to see that every kid gets an opportunity to play, and that's what it's all about.
Well, that's good. I like that. So we've come a long way, baby, as the old commercial used to say.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, Chris, what are we looking forward to now? I know we're still in basketball. In fact, let me see. I got to pull my list out here because coming up today is the 11th. On the 12th, I guess we're playing in Havelock. Jacksonville High is playing Havelock.
Yes, the Jacksonville Cardinals basketball teams are playing at Havelock tomorrow night, and I tell you what, your Cardinals, Rayford, are doing well.
Yay!
They've won 5 out of 6 basketball games the boys have. So they're 8-5 right now, and doing some good stuff. And the Jacksonville girls are doing really well as well. So they're some good stuff going on at the Birdcage this year. But if you can believe it or not, we only have about a month left of the high school basketball regular season before we get into tournament play and postseason play and that stuff. So it's these games really count with the season.
Yeah. Now on the 15th, we're playing Jacksonville Cardinals are playing the Vikings there at White Oak High. And WSME will be there. The broadcast team will be covering that live for those who can't go. But go show up. That should be a good game. It's going to be at 6:00.
Yeah, it'll be a 6:00 game. They'll it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so there's not going. I don't think there's any school on Monday. So, but it's just a lot of these teams will kind of will play a game and do some sort of ceremony or some sort of nod to Dr. King before the game or afterwards, just to kind of acknowledge his his influence in this country. So it's a lot of basketball teams will play on that Monday, even though there's no school, and do various different things. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to go on Monday.
Yeah, and then we got to get on with baseball. Baseball's right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
So
yeah, well, actually, a lot of the spring sports teams have already you're not allowed to have official mandatory practice right now, but a lot of the teams are getting in the weight room and getting on the field. Practice starts in the middle at the early to mid February. So it's they're already thinking about some spring sports, but we're definitely going to enjoy the rest of the basketball season before we start thinking about being outside.
all right, sounds good. Chris, thank you as always. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. You're live and local, Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, WSME971.com, worldwide, wherever you are.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to... Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder for $8 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 The Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384. If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Okay, we're back. Kelly's had to take her leave, and she ran out the door. She has got another meeting to go to. That lady goes to more meetings than I've ever seen. Hey, Theo, how are you?
Hey, deplorables, what's going on?
Oh, no, not a whole lot of adorable. How are you?
I'll ask Kelly, do they allow the Democrats in that Super Bowl party?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I think
Really?
I was there last year, and I think there was somebody was there who was a Democrat, right?
Okay.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So, hey, Rayford,
Yes.
do you go to church at all?
From time to time. Why?
How about you, Lee?
Yes, sir.
You
Not
do?
always. Not on a regular basis.
Let me ask you
It's been a
something.
while.
These people coming from outside the border, these women and kids that are coming all the way from Ecuador and come from Central America, and they got this journey to go through Mexico, and then they come to Mexico, and to come to the United States, they think they have it made, and then they shipped over to New York and all that, right? Now, you know how cold New York is. They're coming from warm weather, and they're shipped to New York, right? It was going to be a freezing day, and sending them to Chicago, You know how cold the weather is. These people are only living in tents.
No, they're not.
Some of them are, okay? So they wanted to bring them in so they don't freeze to death, and because the kids lost one day of school, we're going to make a big deal out of it?
Who lost one day of school? They're putting them in schools, and the kids are having
New
it.
York school you were talking about, New York, that they shipped the kids out. They said they have to stay home that day so these people can get some
that
warmth,
story.
so they don't freeze to death.
Okay.
Okay.
They're staying home, but it's not just for one day.
Look, it was only for one day because they went and got the immigrants at 4 o'clock in the morning and shipped them back to the tents. Okay? All right. So let's not make a big deal that the kids
I'll have to verify that one. I've got to verify that one, Theo.
Okay, verify what you want.
Okay, I will. I'll check it out.
Yesterday morning, you were talking about the January 6th, and you said, I just don't understand it. You came out with that thing. Let me ask you something.
What?
If you decided to go rob a bank, and you got guys to go rob the bank for you, okay? You gave them all that, this, that, you know the information. They rode to rob the bank, but you are staying home. You didn't go to that. You just wanted them to up, okay? Now, when they get caught, these guys, does the guy who stayed home goes to jail too or not?
Yes, it's called conspiracy.
Okay, so there's your answer to the January 6th.
I'm not disputing what you're saying about the bank robbery, but I am. You've got to know that these guys are going to commit a crime, and then you got to be encouraging them to, or conspiring with them to. That's legal terminology. Conspiring with them to commit a crime. I have not seen any evidence whatsoever that there may be some, but we'll have to wait for the court to see it to decide whether Donald Trump knew in advance or conspired with these people in advance, the Proud Boys and whoever, to go inside the Capitol building and commit crimes.
Okay, so when he brought these groups together, you know what these groups are all about. What do you think was going to happen?
He invited people to come. He encouraged people to come, and whether he invited the Proud Boys or not, or any of the other, how many others were there? 1,200 that they've caught so far?
Yes.
1,200 that they've arrested. But I do not know that he had any intention. And I do not know.
Who said to them, come on January 6th, it's going to be well, I forgot the word that he used.
A rally.
No, he didn't say a rally. He said more than that. How about when he said you got to take your country because if you don't, you won't have a country anymore? How about that word?
You got to take your country or protect your country?
Protect your country.
Yeah. If you do not protect your country,
yeah. Okay.
You will not have a country anymore.
All right, have it your way. But listen, I'm going to call you Mr. I don't know. You make these comments every a commentator. You know, you make these. Come in and you these commentaries that you give, right?
I'm not hyper about them, but I am passionate. I'm passionate about them.
Right, Lee? Doesn't he get hot?
I'm passionate about them.
I'd say he gets very passionate. Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to say something now and see if you can figure out who this guy is. All right? How do you stop a bad man from corruption?
How do you stop a bad?
That's into corruption. You stop him with a good judge against corruption. You know who I'm talking about?
There are so many people that are.
Yeah, but somebody made that famous. That saying.
I have no idea.
Stop a bad guy from a good guy. Remember that guy?
How do you stop a bad guy from a good guy?
Yeah, with a gun.
Whether they stop a bad guy depends.
But who made that saying famous?
It depends upon what the bad guy is doing. Now, bad guys are not always deserving to get shot. You break into my house, you're going to harm my family, you get shot.
All right. Wayne LaPierre, your main man in NRA,
He's resigned.
made that fame. Yeah, he resigned, but I don't hear you with a commentary. You don't say why he resigned and what's happening to the NRA. They're back in New York. They're going to be on trial. I want to hear a commentary on that. All right. Now you say you're independent.
I am.
Okay, you're an independent, but you always favor the Republicans. You never say anything about the Republicans. If you're an independent, you left the Republican Party. You left it, and now you're
I was
but
never
you
a. Hold on, Theo. Let me straighten you out real fast. I was never a Republican. I've never been registered as a Republican anytime.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought you were a Republican.
Nope.
When you got out of the Republican, you came to independent.
No.
So I was going to say, because you're always knocking the Democrats, but you were a Republican, now you're independent, but you never say anything bad about the Republicans and why you were a Republican and you went to an independent.
He said plenty.
Where have you been?
He has said plenty.
I've blasted the local Republican, the GOP in Onslow County. I've blasted the state GOP, and I've blasted the national GOP on more than one occasion.
All right. Okay. All right. So I like to hear a commentary, the NRA, what's happening right now, and on Wayne LaPierre.
I'll see if I can get Wayne to come on the radio. I don't know. I can't not get anybody from the NRA.
They won't come on. We've tried to.
We've tried.
You said yesterday, fool me once, it's your fault. Fool me twice, it's my fault. How many times have you become a member and that money that you're sending to be a member in the NRA went to LaPierre's pocket?
I've only been a member. I've only joined the NRA twice.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm waiting I want you to find some information about this company that went from New York to Texas, and now they're sending them back to New York so they can stay on trial. Let me see your commentary. Let me see you get excited about it on this guy and the company. Anyway, that's all I got today.
Okay, Theo, thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, you're live at local Real Talk Freedom 97.1 1112 WSME. Got an interesting story to close out the show this morning. Oh yes, stay tuned. It involves a Missouri math teacher.
The next Goddard's Gold has our two-hit wonder show. Two-hit wonders, yeah. The Trogs, the Mindbenders, the Archies, Bo Brummels, McCoys, Melanie Tremolos, Circle, Mary Hopkin, Sugarloaf, the Spencer Davis Group, Betty Everett, stories, music, and those two-hit wonders. Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Freedom 97.1 and 1120 a.m. WS.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only comparable all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has a floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the floor covering and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 9/11 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm coverage with their Write Your Own home policy. Yes, save even more when you bundle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate. 38 West Court Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for a date? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out his publication online.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality trained systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sea Air Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back here, and Lee's got something here. Just set the record straight here. The speech that Donald Trump Sr.
I'm going to print this whole thing out and put it on our website because we've got so many comments about it.
But what he said that day was verbatim.
Right. His very first reference to it is, I know that everyone here will soon be marching, building, make your voices heard. That was his first reference. So I'm just trying to get to the others, but yeah, this is a long speech.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it, but
we'll get that posted. You'll get it posted. The whole thing.
I'm gonna get it posted.
Let your people read it,
and I'm gonna print it out and highlight exactly what he said in reference to the marching for us for future
references.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now, a Missouri math teacher, she's hiding down in Texas, awaiting extradition after she was tracked down on a warrant for supposedly having sex with one of her friends and using other teenagers as lookouts.
Oh my God.
Haley Nichelle Clifton Carmack, she's 26, was suspected, these are quotes, was suspected of fleeing the state of Missouri to avoid her arrest for sexual contact with a student, fourth-degree child molestation, second-degree statutory rape, and first-degree child endangerment. That's according to the police in Garden Ridge, Texas.
What with these teachers?
The victim's father was charged with child endangerment. The victim's father was charged with child endangerment and jailed on $50,000 bond last Thursday for supposedly knowing about and permitting the relationship between the son and the teacher. He told a witness that he may as well let it happen because the son and the teacher were going to do it behind his back anyway. There's a quote from him. A fellow student approached school administration about Clifton Carmack's illicit relationship back in the call statement obtained by Fox News digital shows. The witness told police that Clifton Carmack was regularly too friendly with her students, sometimes dressing in tight or low-cut shirts and tight leggings. The teacher openly discussed her sex life in class, the student told police, and had previously been admonished by school administration for getting too close to students. The student witness told Pulaski County investigators that the victim, a friend of theirs, showed them photographs of scratch marks on his back. Clifton Carmack left the marks after the confidential victim had sex with her in the confidential witness driveway. The victim had bragged to the witness that he was the reason Clifton Carmack's divorce was pushed through. Clifton Carmack's husband filed for divorce in August of last year. They have 2 children.
Wow. I only have 3 words. Lock her up.
She's in jail right now in Texas. Waiting to get.
She's a stay in jail. Well, once she's extradited, but yeah, that's just
Yes, this is just sick.
sick.
They used this. They used students as lookouts while they had sex during school,
That's beyond sick.
and that she visited the kid at the home he shared with his father.
Wow. Okay. I guess Daddy wasn't home at the time.
I don't know. Daddy's the one who said, "I don't. It's okay. He's going to do it behind my back anyway. I guess so. Go ahead. It's not a problem." But he's arrested for that too.
Well, good. He needs to be.
What a bunch of junk.
Crazy people in this world.
Yep.
Crazy.
Oh well. Okay, we're going to take a few hours off, 22 to be exact. We'll be back tomorrow. We've got Chris Blankenship.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Yes, he is with the North Carolina Junior High Power Marksmanship Program.
Marksmanship program.
This is for
Is that where they
young
shoot
kids.
guns?
Yes, this is for
Wow.
young people, and they have tournaments, and he's going to explain it all. But it's right here in this area.
Yeah.
If you're interested, they teach gun safety.
Yeah, I'm
to
sure.
kids and stuff. So he's going to be in talking about a lot of the programs and stuff that they have, that how you can get yours involved in it if you would like to. Some good information.
Yep, that'll be tomorrow morning at
Yeah, that was
7:30.
cool.
So join us. It'll be a fun time.
Yes.
Maybe he can teach me some marksmanship skills.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do it right in here.
Well, I think
We'll
they
set up targets
shoot
down here on
out
the
there
air.
at Stone Bay, but they have tournaments. They're going to. He's going to all in on everything.
Yep.
But he reached out to us, one of our frequent listeners.
Good.
And wanted to talk about it, and I thought it was a great subject. So
That sounds good to me.
yeah, sounds great.
Okay, have a great rest of your day. Coming up is Fox News break. Then at 10 o'clock, it's going to be another dose of our Daily D's
That's
with
right.
Rick D's in the house. And at 3 o'clock, he'll hand it off. I'll hand the ball over to the other Chris.
Hollywood
man.
That's our celebrity.
That's our.
Roswell County's one and only celebrity.
He is the man. You're live and local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, WSME 971.com worldwide.